Hey guys, it's Corey again over Cyber Strategies AI. Today I am going to show you something that took me quite a bit of time to figure out, and I thought maybe this would help some people. So the key is what I'm trying to do is protect this right here, this web address that I've got. Protected a little bit anyway. If I do one of these videos or someone finds out this address right here, they could go here and use this thing that I've built, use my account, the custom actions that I've put in place for this transformer. So this is transforming. This is doing this function right here in my system, my agent, my automation system, where I'm trying to eliminate the cost of the go high level custom API or custom webhook call to call the leads API or the calls API for Air.ai. And what I'm doing is landing here on a transformer service. So the message comes in from the standard webhook, the free webhook in GHL. It comes in with formatting problems and data type problems, so forth. I just have to rearrange it, put it in the right format, the right form, in order for it to be a proper leads or calls API over to Air.ai. So I'm doing this transformer service. And I realized that this thing provides me a website URL. So I call that, I do a post, an HTTP post to this location. It transforms it, and then it posts out again to Air. So I'm trying to protect the URL that they give me at webhook.site so that I don't have other people running traffic on it or whatever they're doing, or trying to get all the way to my account because they have some of the things that they need, not all of them. So the account itself is protected by this bearer token, and this is generated on the Air.ai side, and you don't get to see all of it here, but this is one piece. So this lets me make sure that I've got the proper authentication here to call to use the Air account, and then to use this account at webhook.site. I didn't really have anything, so I've now got an API key, which you can see right here. So after this video, I just roll it. All I have to do is roll that to a new number, and I can show all of this stuff, and then it won't be, I won't have a risk of someone using this. So what we're trying to do is protect this account, this particular address right here, because anyone could watch this video and use that address and point it to their own Air account or something like that, and potentially abuse it and get my account shut down or what have you, or whatever. I just want to protect it. So the way that I am doing that is via the custom actions. And it was not clear in the documentation how to do this. It's buried in here. Let me see if I can show you where I actually found it. It's in the FAQs. So yeah, right here. So you go into FAQs and you look down and you say, okay, is my data private? How much data? What is a token? A token is kind of like the token is this piece, the hex piece of it's this guy, right? Well, it's not that one. There's a hex piece of this URL. So that token is unique, and it's for this particular service that I've got. So let's see, how do I add authentication? So there's a basic authentication where you can put in a password, username, and a password. But I want to do something a little bit better than that, and it's just encoded in a base 64. I think it said somewhere in there, and so that ends up being, some. It doesn't show the password. Anyhow, you can authenticate with what's called the basic authentication, which is username password combo. So I'm using the API key methodology and passing that in through this conditions custom action. And what you do is you create an API key and you pass that in the header. You create that variable in the header, and then you put your API key right there, and you do a test at the very beginning of the processing, which is right here, check the API key, and I put that request.header.api key in there, and then I've got, I say is equal to, if it's equal to the API key value that I had generated right here, if it's equal to that, then it continues on. It says then do the following, which is to continue. So then it goes on through the processing. So so basically what it does is right here at the very beginning, if it doesn't have the API key, then it just rejects it and it stops processing. It doesn't do the rest of the operation. So that's how I am protecting it. I'll show you where the API key is. One second. Okay, I'll show you where the API keys are. They are right here under Control Panel. And really, this thing is just generating a number for you that you can use. Once you use it, you've got to copy it because you can't view it again. But once you create it, then you have to copy it out. So I'll create a new one. I'll just call it, for fun here, I'll call it number 2. I create it, and it will give me this key right here. So I just click on it to copy it, and take that and paste it into that location, which I'll go here. That should get me there, and go to custom actions, go up here, and I paste it right here. And that will change it. So now it's changed. Now you need to go back to, in this case, go high level and make sure that you're putting that in for your API key and passing it all the way through. So there it is. That's the way that you can set this service up so that you can use you can secure it to a degree, and you can so that no one else is using it, and utilize the go high level free or included webhook call to get over to Air.ai so that you reduce costs in your operational costs to get the leads over to Air and manage them. Work in this case, I've got that whole agent system that will call them on different days of the week with different voices, different scripts, and manage those calls. So anyhow, this will significantly reduce the cost, and that's what I'm targeting. Yeah, so if this is anything that you're at all interested in and you would like to have a done for you version of this, I'm probably going to be offering this as a service for people to be able to do a lot of volume on these custom webhooks. Instead of using the custom webhooks and go high level to get over to Air, for instance, then let me know. Depending on the volume, I could probably keep it pretty cheap. If you get up to too high of a volume, we are limited on these accounts to 1,000 operations per minute. And if you're going like really high volume, then obviously the cost is going to go up. I would need to get more accounts on this website and more maintenance and more development. But give me a call, or my links are down in the bottom. You schedule a call with me, shoot me an email, whatever it is, and we can talk about your particular case. We can get something set up. So I'm willing to do this to help people out, and it's going to cost a little bit, but it's way, way, way less than running 10, 20, 30,000 leads through the custom webhook or more, right?